Hello everyone and welcome to News in English with Tutor Tom for the 29th of September 2023. It's Friday. It's the last day of the working week. We're all in a good mood. We're all excited to go and enjoy the weekend. So we're going to keep this article, as we normally do, nice and short. It's a great article. It's fascinating. It's got some wonderful vocabulary, but it's very short, so it won't take us long to go through. So let's go into the title first. Europe's oldest shoe found in Spanish Bat Cave. As you can see here from the picture, we have the shoes just here. What looks like the left shoe here and the right shoe just here. But wait until you learn about just how old these shoes are. It's incredible. Okay, so let's go into the content of the article. So, scientists say they have identified Europe's oldest shoes. Sandals woven from grass thought to be around 6,000 years old. 6,000 years old. Absolutely incredible. They were among a haul of ancient objects discovered in a bat cave in Spain, plundered by miners in the 19th century, but were analysed in a new study. Low humidity and cool winds in the cave kept them unusually well preserved. Researchers also analysed baskets and a set of tools. The objects are the oldest and best preserved set of plant fibre materials in southern Europe so far known, the study's co-author, Maria Herrero Hotel, said. The technological diversity and the treatment of raw materials documented highlights the skill of prehistoric communities, she added. New dating techniques used showed that the collection of 76 objects found in the cave was about 2,000 years older than was previously thought. Some objects in the set date back 9,000 years. The sandals that were analysed used different types of grass in their structure, researchers said, but also included other materials such as leather and lime. They date to the Neolithic period, making them older than the 5,500-year-old leather shoes discovered in a cave in Armenia back in 2008. The cave the 6,000-year-old sandals were found in was the Cueva de los Murciélagos, or the Cave of the Bats, in Andalusia, southwest Spain. According to the researchers of this study, the cave was first accessed in 1831 by a landowner who collected bat guano, or droppings, also known as poo, used to make fertilizer. Less than 2 decades later, it was used by miners who, while mining the cave, discovered a gallery that held partially mummified corpses, baskets, wooden tools, and among others, wild boar teeth and a unique gold diadem, which is also, it's like a crown. So a wonderful article here talking about ancient history. We're not talking about hundreds of years. We're talking about thousands of years ago. Incredible to learn this information and to find these sort of items that can show us what life was like way back 9,000 years ago. So really, really fascinating article, which I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have. Now let's go into some of the words, the vocabulary that I like. This is a very short article, but it's jam-packed. It's full of some fantastic words. So the first is woven. Woven. The shoes were woven. And that is something made or constructed by interlacing threads or strips of material or other elements into a whole item. So for example, woven fabrics, woven baskets, woven shoes. That's the word woven. Haul. Haul. In the context of this particular article, it relates to the quantity of something that has been stolen or is possessed illegally. Not necessarily illegally. It can be legally. In this case, it was a quantity of something acquired legally. So it was a haul of ancient items. A haul. The next word is ancient. Ancient. Belonging to the very distant past and no longer in existence. For example, the ancient civilizations of the Mediterranean. Ancient. Ancient. Plundered. Plundered. Plundered is the past tense of the word plunder. And that is to steal goods from a place or person, typically using force and in a time of war or civil disorder. For example, looters moved into the disaster area to plunder shops. That's the word plunder, or the past tense, plundered. Preserved. Preserved. The past tense of the word preserve. And that is to maintain something in its original or existing state. For example, all records of the past were zealously preserved. That's the word preserved. Diversity. Diversity, the state of being diverse, or lots of variety. For example, there was considerable diversity in the style of the reports. That's the word diversity. Prehistoric. Prehistoric, relating to or denoting the period before written records. For example, prehistoric man. That's the word prehistoric. And then finally, something that I had to learn myself. I didn't know what a diadem was, or diadem. I had to look up what it was, and it's actually a jeweled crown or headband worn as a symbol of sovereignty. A jeweled crown. That's a diadem. So interesting that even I'm learning stuff from the articles, but I hope that you guys have also learned a lot from the articles this week. How to pronounce words, new vocabulary, learning about topics. But again, as always, I'm keen to hear your views on the articles. So please get involved in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts in relation to the articles. That's going to really help you practice your written English and also expressing yourself. And I'll try to reply to all of your comments so we can have a bit of dialogue. But until next week, I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Have some time to relax and enjoy yourself, and I'll see you again on Monday.